Assalamualaikum, good evening. Welcome to Chat with Khuwaish, U.A.E, sponsored by Nurdestinyofhope. Today's episode is going to be amazing because we're going to have an inspiring, amazing personality who is from London. She is interacting us so much way. If you see her work, the way she has been presented is amazing to be seen. There's no words to describe. She's a photographer who is residing now in Dubai and she's here with us to share an inspiring story. Let's see how this female candidate stereotype she broke down and she brought the photography life, and also how a change from a cook, from a counselor, from a teacher, she turned into photographer. How this happened? Let's see only on Chat with Khuwaish, Your Wish, sponsored by Noor, the Destiny. Thank you so much, Ms. Mona Munshi, to accept our invitation. And I'm so honored to have you on our platform to chat with
Thank you
Khuwaish,
for
Your Wish.
inviting me. Thank you for inviting me. I'm honored to be on your show.
Thank you so much once again. It's been honored, really, really. It's honor because it's the first time ever we are having a female candidate who is a photographer and who is from London and residing in Dubai. So this is an amazing, amazing for us to have you on our show. So how about your side? How's everything?
Everything's great. Work started picking up after the whole pandemic, and I'm so grateful for that. So yeah, I'm great. How are you? How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah, great. Thanks for asking. So are you excited to start the segment number 1?
Yes, of course. I'm excited. I'm happy to be here and join you.
Yeah, before that, as you're aware, our show will always on air on Friday, 5:30 to 6:30, only on YouTube. That is Noor, the Destiny. And our show motive is to interact with all the personalities because we believe every person has a story to tell. So with that note, shall we start our segment number 1, which is connecting yourself. In this segment, you need to let us know about your name, your profile, your profession, your family relation, everything.
How long do you have? No, I'm joking. Right. So basically, my name's Mona Munshi. I am from, like, my mother's family is from Pakistan. My father's family is from India. Yeah, it happened. They are, a mixture. I'm myself born and raised in London. I've moved to Dubai. I've been living here is up to 4 years now. The time just went like this. So professionally, I am a professional photographer. My background is nothing to do with photography. I used to be a fashion designer, and I've actually studied like psychology. So I actually am a certified counselor, and I was working as a counselor. It's got nothing to do with this field. So I'm a photographer and I'm a creative consultant by profession now. As my personal life, as you say, I'm a mum of 2, mashallah.
Wow, mashallah.
And yeah, but they're not babies, they're all grown now. And mashallah, my son's back in England studying, and my daughter that lives here with me. And I'm the oldest of 5 siblings. And so I have 3 siblings here, and I have back in London as well. And I also I'm a cat mommy. I have 3 cats as well, so you can say that as well.
Amazing. Well, really so amazing and energetic. And I'm getting positive vibe from your side. It makes me so much.
Great.
Exactly. With that note, I would like to know what made you to change to photography, because you are into a profession with counseling, but now we know that the amazing work which you have done as a photographer, it's amazing, to be honest. How
Thank you so much.
You in this job?
Well, if you want to know the real story, I accidentally got into photography. It wasn't planned. I was never growing up and I was thinking, you know what, I want to grow up and be a professional photographer. Never. Okay, I was always creative. I always had a love of art. I always had that side of me that was always creating, and I wanted to do fashion and painting and that kind of thing. And I have lived in a lot of countries as well. And I used to live in Saudi Arabia. And at that time, I was working as a high school counselor. And some of the teachers in the school, they wanted to do a photography course with this artist from England. And they need like one more person to start the course. And they were like, Mona, come on, let's do this. And I was like, oh, why are you just, so I just went with it just because everyone was peer pressure, basically. So I bought myself like a small DSLR camera, and then we started this course. It was an 11-week course. And by the end of the 11 weeks, there was only from 20 people, there were like 3 people left. I was one of the ones that were left standing in the end. And my teacher was just like, listen, you have got a skill. Don't leave this. So when I was doing, when I was working there on the weekends, I'd go with one of my, like a friend. She was she's quite a big, renowned Saudi female wedding photographer there now. And wow. I was just shadowing her. I would just shadow her. So I started collecting a lot of portfolio and started on the job showing her, okay, what do I do now? What did I do wrong? And so I learned a lot. And from there, I was capturing a lot of, portfolio was building slowly. And I started realizing that I was in love with photography. I was so in love with it. And it was my passion. Then from Saudi, I moved back to England. And that was it. One friend asked me, can you shoot my wedding? Another friend asked me, can you shoot my birthday party? And then slowly, I started getting into it. And I left my day job at that time. And I started doing it full time. And then I started realizing that people want to pay me, that I'm that good. People are actually paying me. So from earning, like at that time, I was on a very low salary minimum. I was working as a waitress in a coffee shop as a barista. So I was earning, like at that time in pounds, it's £4 an hour, which is around in dollars, like $5 an hour. And it was just like, okay, so then I started making money from my photography and I was enjoying it. I loved it so much. And it got to the point where I did like 70 weddings a year.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah. And it started spreading over. I started getting called internationally. I started getting called to America, to Turkey, to Morocco, to South Africa, to Pakistan, to all these places. And that was it. I just fell into it, and this is like my passion now. And so it was all accidental. It wasn't planned. So I just went with the waves, and I'm here now.
Because you know why? Because you know your passion is something else. When you're creative, and when you know your passion, and when you live with your passion, here you go. A star is rising. That's what we call
automatic.
Everyone has an amazing journey to share.
That's it.
When it comes to inspiration, the main thing about your life, who has inspired you so much to be so positive, so passionate about your life, about your career?
Well, in terms of like my work-wise, there are a couple of photographers that I look up to, and I've been following them for years, like when they hardly had any followers, but I just love their style. There's one photographer called Anita Sadowska. She's Irish, and I love her style. I love the pictures that she takes, like with natural light, the sun. She makes women look so amazing. Their skin color and everything is the femininity comes out. And I've been following her very closely. There's another wedding and portrait photographer called Jerry Johannes. He's actually Australian, but he's based in Las Vegas. And with him, he inspired me a lot. My work is inspired with him because of light, playing with actual tools and lights and stuff, because that's what my style is known for, is that I am very experimental. I'm very creative with my light. So I want to play with color. I want to just experiment, go with it, see what happens with it. And I'm not scared to just try new things, So they inspired me quite a lot with my work. Personal, I'd say is that I have a lot of passion and a lust for life, is because, as you grow And you go through things. Everyone goes through their hurdles and their problems, and and you never start off the road smooth. And then you grow, and then you start realizing who you are, and you start finding yourself. And just the feeling of finding yourself pushes you to go further, because you're getting rewarded. You're so happy, So and I love that, and I love working with new people, and I love mentoring, because I do a lot of mentoring as well. And I just love that they all tell me that your energy is always transferring to us, and it gives us more motivation. And I love that. And that's it pushes me to do more and make me, more energetic and more.
You're a photographer, and as you mentioned, it was just luck of a chance. So I would like to know, if in the photography, have you done any courses, or you need to take any training to be a photographer? Is it required? Is it mandatory?
I mean, do you have to take training? No. Do you have to learn the technicals? Yes. It's like driving a car. You don't have to have lessons to know how to drive well, but you need to know the technicals behind how a car works. You need to know, this is the gas, this is the brake, these are the gears, this is the indicator, this is the steering wheel. But it's the same thing with the camera. Yes, I learned the technicals. This course that I was speaking about in Saudi, that we did with this guy, this artist from London, for 11 weeks, literally learned the technicals behind the camera. And everything else, literally, I learned off YouTube and practice. There is no, when I was learning, I'd sometimes reach out to other senior photographers and be like, oh, can you show me how you did this? And can you show me? And they always say, go on YouTube, there's videos, go on YouTube. And I used to be like, oh my God, they're so stingy, and they're so like, why do they not want to share their knowledge with me? And I used to think bad of them. And I'm like, they were right. Because people ask me now, and I'll send them YouTube links, like, check this video out, check this video out. And I'm doing the same thing, So, and the thing is, you can learn technology, you can learn the tech behind something, but creativity is something you're gifted with. It's your vision, it's your eye. You can't learn to be creative. You can't, it's in your hand. Either you have it, it's a gift. It's a gift. Because skills, you learn skills. Do you understand? You can learn a skill, but you can't learn a gift. Do you understand?
Exactly.
So that's the thing. The question is like, okay, do you need a course to learn? Yeah, you do need to learn the skills of photography, but to learn to be creative, that's in you. You can't learn to be creative.
Exactly. Creativity comes when you are innovative, and when you are a critical thinker, because it requires lots of power of imagination, because your thought will be beyond people perception. With that note, I would like to know, what advice will you give to our young generation who wants to be in photography field?
I love this question, actually, because I get asked this question nearly every day. And I've given a lot of like motivational speeches and stuff on this. What I tell everyone is, the youngsters, is just keep going. Stop looking at what other people are doing. This generation now that I find now is, they are so obsessed with likes and follows and how many people they have commenting on their post and how many people retweeted this. Like, it's so destructive to be like this. I always say to people, remember your why. Remember your why, as in, why did you get into photography? Why do you want to do this? Why did you buy a camera? Why do you want to be a creative? Keep focused on your why and forget everything. You shouldn't ever compare yourself to any other photographer, any other artist out there, because nobody will show you what they went through and all the behind the scenes and all the sleepless nights and all the bad, ugly stuff. No one's going to show you that. All you're seeing is an edited, you know, like highlight version of someone's life. You can't compare yourself to that. You're never going to win. You're never going to win. So that's what advice I'd give.
So amazing, Mona. Really,
Thank you.
the word from you is really a pure truth. This word
Thank
is
you.
the young generation should know that your skill is your skill. Your improvising is your improvising. No
That's
one
it.
can do anything.
You should only be comparing yourself to the older
Yeah.
version of yourself. Did
Yeah.
you improve since last year? Did you get better? Are you a nicer person? Are you getting more clients? Are you more frequent with your Instagram? Are you compare yourself to yourself? Don't stalk people. Don't go on other people's pages, because it will literally drive you insane and it will demotivate you so much. So don't do that. And
So with that point, with that note,
Sorry.
I would like to know, as being a photographer, as being so much inspiring person, what mistakes had you done in the beginning being a photographer? And now you remember, oh, I also did such mistakes. So what are the mistakes?
It was actually this. I used to be so obsessed. Like I used to post something, or I used to put something up on my Facebook or my Instagram, and I used to keep checking it every 5 minutes. How many likes? How many people commented? How many people? And then, you know, like they say, like a watched pot never boils. You have to just leave it out there. Just put it out there and leave it alone. You know, that was one mistake I made. Another mistake I made was to have that concept. People think if you have better gear, you have better pictures. It is not true. If you know what you're doing and you have that creativity, you have that skill, and you know your camera, you can produce such amazing, beautiful, stunning results with like the most basic of tools. It's not about the tools. It's not about the tools. It's about your creativity. And I learned that the hard way, because I bought a whole bunch at the beginning. I'm going to buy this lens. I'm going to buy this camera. I'm going to buy this. And in the end, like 1 or 2, 3 years passed and I sold everything. You know, and then I'm like, this is what's working for me. And these are the tools that I choose. And that's it. So yeah, I don't advise everyone to just spend all their money on loads of gear and things like that. It's not worth it.
So now we are ending our segment number 1. Before we end that, I would like to know something which is connected to the previous question I have asked. Every person has a strength and weakness. So we want to know, as Mona, what's your strength? What's your weakness?
I think my strength and weakness, I feel my weakness is my strength, actually. I don't know when to stop. I just don't know. You know, this line of limit, I don't know when to say no. I don't know when to say it's enough. So that's my weakness. You know, some people, they say, no, I'm working from 9 to 5. That's it. Switch my phone off. Everything's done. And, you know, I don't do that. And it's really bad. It's my weakness. Like if a client messages me at 1 o'clock in the morning, which they do sometimes, you know, I end up replying to them, and because I want to help people, I want to do that. But then that's also my strength, because I feel like, you know, everyone asks me, what's your secret to your success? How did you get from here to there so quickly? I'm like, you know what? Because I don't know anyone in my circle, in my colleague circle, anyone I know that works as hard as I do. I'm sorry. Like, you know, that's my like unfair advantage. I work hard, like but it's bad because I tire myself out. I don't sleep enough hours. I don't eat properly. I don't, you know, but that's what I'm saying. So it's like my weakness is my strength as well. So yeah.
My advice to you would be that even I've seen on your point of view, but what I believe is we should think hereafter, because someone is watching. Allah Almighty is watching. He knows what you're doing hard for. How hard you are doing. He will pay you so blessedly.
And we see it every day. So many blessings upon blessings, alhamdulillah.
Yeah, so this, I feel because you do so much hard work and then you feel that's a weakness. But when you see a smile because of you are a reason, your all pain goes directly.
It's
And
worth
it is
it.
so
It's worth it.
exactly. With that
Worth
note,
it.
Mona, I don't want to end the segment number one, but what to do because I have so many exciting something for you. So we will take a short break and we are in conversation with Mona. Amazing personality, being a female, breaking the
Cute.
stereotype of the gender, and also bringing us so many changes and innovative person. Let's
Thank
take a short
you.
break and we'll be back after a short break with our segment number two that is connecting people. Welcome back after a short break. We are in conversation with Mona, who is amazing rising star, being a photographer. Now let's see
Okay.
how she plays the segment number two, and let's see how she connects. So, Miss Mona, our segment number two is connecting with people. Let's see how do you connect with people. So, the first question I would ask is, among your circle, how connectivity you are? How fast connectivity you are with the people?
Around, like, how close I am with everyone around me.
Yeah.
I'm pretty close. I mean, to be honest, I don't have many people around me. My circle's very, very small. So I'm pretty close with them, I think.
Okay. So when it comes with regards to your parents, especially your mother and father, any particular ideas or any particular of their advice which you still carry forward in your life?
I feel like I've carried on my parents' work ethos. Like, they're very, very hardworking, and we didn't come from a very rich family or very, upper class family. Ever since I can remember, like, both my mom and my dad, like, they've worked hard, and even me, I've been working since I was 10, like a very young age. And I remember working hard, my dad and mom coming home very late. And for me, I feel like I've got that from them. Like, hard work doesn't scare me. And I am that type of person, even if I have nothing to do, I have to make things to do. I can't just sit and do nothing. And, I'm very independent. I'm very, uh, you could say I'm a workaholic, but in a good way, So
Yeah,
that I feel
yes.
like I've learned from my parents, because they grew up like that and they brought me up like that. And, hopefully I'll pass that on to my kids as well. Inshallah.
Definitely, definitely. This is what happens when the legacy continues. The good trends, when you carry forward, people know you and you make your parents proud, which is an
Inshallah.
amazing in your life.
Inshallah.
I'm so happy to have you, really. With that note, it's not only, people love you. There are so many people who judge you, who say negativity, who bring so much negativity. So how do you deal with such people, those who bring some negative vibes?
I don't know if you've seen people who know me. People, there's that meme or that thing that Vine it was at that time. It's like block, 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 like Instagram, block, like WhatsApp, block, like Facebook, block, block. That's me. If anything's coming towards my way, and I'm talking about in reasonable bounds, like, and they are completely being negative and it's irrational and stuff. I don't need negativity in my life. There's already tests and trials that every human goes through every single day. Everyone has their own battles that they're fighting that nobody knows about. And I just believe that you have to stay focused on yourself. You know what? Just focus on yourself, self-love, keep positive people around you that are going to give you positive energy and help you grow, help you expand, help you to reach your dream. Or there's a door. Bye-bye. Take yourself out. I'm that person, literally. And that's the way I deal with it. I'm being honest.
Really, I'm gonna do the same thing right now because there are so many negativity. We need to block them on.
Blocker. Literally, do it.
With that note, Mona, if anyone of your close one who is watching this episode, so whom you really want to get in touch, so what do you want to say to that person, and who will be that person?
There's, you know what? I'm being honest with you, especially with the internet and the ease of getting in touch with everyone. If there's someone that's special to me and I want to get in touch with, I don't wait and wonder. I just do it. Life's too short to be wondering how someone is. But there's two close friends of mine, I'd say, in London, and they are considered, like, I consider them my best friends. And I do wonder, like, I haven't had a catch up with them since the pandemic. I haven't had a proper heart to heart, and I miss them. One girl, her name's Suman. We went to university together. I love her. And in this time, like, so many things have happened, like pandemic, she got married, and she's moved out. Like, I haven't even caught up with her, to the point, like, I don't even know who this guy is. And we used to tell each other everything. And then there's another very close friend of mine called Hadra. She's one of my best friends, and I haven't had the time to even have a proper deep conversation with her. Like, she's lost her mother and recently, so I feel really guilty. But she's always in my duas. My friends and my circle are always in my duas, and yeah, so I would want to have a catch up with them both. So yeah,
We hope they will also watch it and they will get in
I
touch. By
hope
some
so.
they will get in touch with you. Miss Mona, with our creative team, we have prepared some amazing surprise for you. That is our show highlight, you can say. And I request you to
I love
just play that
surprises.
and let's see how it goes around your site.
Hi, this is Amira Prestige from London. I have known Mona for 13 years, and she has been the most incredible friend of my life. I know her from when I was 19 years old. We met in London, and my best memory with her is when she moved to Dubai. And I still remember we both just cried together as she was leaving, and then we didn't see each other for a year. And I still remember telling her, when you get to Dubai, you're going to be very, very successful, without a doubt. And look how far she's got. I'm so proud of her, and every memory with her is special, from my photo shoots with her, to our trips, to our laughs, to our salon days. And whatever she does in this life, I know she will do it with more than 100%. And this is what makes her so special. My wishes for her is she keeps fulfilling her dream and making everyone proud, because I'm so proud of her. So proud of her. And I always knew this day would come. And the more she pushes herself, the more successful she is. And I wish her nothing but the best. Love, Sam.
Hi, it's Maha. I don't think I need an introduction because I'm the one and only Mona Munshi's daughter. I'm just like to say I'm very proud of my mum and how far she's come. She's always been the best mum ever. And one thing I think you guys should know, not only is she an amazing photographer, she's an amazing cook as well, and baker. Before she was a photographer, she actually had a cupcake company, and her cupcakes were divine. And I remember waking up in the morning and the house was just full of beautiful cupcakes. And I just think that she's always been such a creative person, and she's passed it down on to me. And I'm very creative as well. And I just want to say I'm so proud of you, Mom, and I love you so much. I hope you enjoy your day, and I hope this message gets to you safely.
Hello, Mariam. Thank you so much for this message, and I'm really happy uh, that I'm a part of your little segment. So my name is Habibullah Qureshi. I'm basically from Karachi, but I'm based in Dubai from last 5 years now, and by profession I'm a photographer as well. So me and Mona friends now. How do I know her? Actually, it is the special memory that I have with her, how we actually bumped into each other. Not bumped into each other, but we met through a common client of ours. And she gave her my number and she wanted to get the raw images. It's funny because she gave Mona a challenge to get the raw images from me, and we didn't knew each other. So right away, I received her message on Instagram, and then the call followed, and we clicked on the first call, actually. So she was so nice, she was so friendly, so straightforward, so professional, and she said that she has some relatives in Karachi, and I said, okay, I am from Karachi, and we started talking, and I said, okay, wow. I looked at her page, and I went through her work. I instantly became a fan of her work, and I said, okay, this woman is so amazing, and I need to meet her. And then we met, and then we clicked, and the rest of it is history now, because now we are best of friends. We work together, we hang out together. We have so many memories of so many funny stuff that we do all the time. But I think the most special memory is how we were introduced through a common friend. Anyways, so yeah, that's it. And I wish her all the best. She's amazing as she is, but I want to see her crossing all the limits, breaking all the barriers. The sky is not the limit for her. I mean, she's bigger than that. And I want to see her on that level. Inshallah, inshallah, that's happening.
My name is Mansoor, and I'm from Pakistan. And I know Mona through a very good friend of ours, was Habib. And basically, every day is a good memory with her. So I can't say that there is any special memory. And she has been the greatest friend, and she has been there for us in all the good and bad times. I'm just sitting over here in your balcony while recording this message for you, and I hope you would like it. My wishes are that you may become the best, best version of yourself. You're already an amazing soul. May you be the most successful woman in the whole wide world, so I could just boast about you everywhere I go. My love for you would be forever, and I hope you like my message. Take good care of yourself, and I hope to be around you for the rest of my life, inshallah.
I'm fine. Thank you so much
So,
for
Mona,
reading.
there were so many amazing people in your circle, those who wanted to say so many things. They always with you, but they have so much feelings for you. So, what do you want to say to them?
Where do I start? I just think that I'm so blessed to have such a positive, energetic circle around me that are so genuine. I just feel like that connections that people make nowadays, it's very hard to get like genuine connections. Someone always has a motive, I feel now that, unless they're getting something out of it, the relation or something, then they don't want to know you. Or people like everyone wants to be your friend because you're doing well, or you're becoming big, or you're brushing shoulders with celebrities all the time and in 5-star places all the time. But I'm so blessed that the circle I have around me, they know me, they know Mona, and they're genuine and they're there for me. If I just give one call, and even if it's 3 a.m., 4 a.m., I need you, they will be here. you know I'm so blessed. I love you guys all so much, and I feel like we all are going to be successful, and we're going in the right direction, and I'll be there for you wherever I can help you as well. And it's like unconditional. It's like my love for you guys is unconditional, definitely.
I hope you attain our success. Our aim of the show that is to bring you a smile and to make you more proud. This is what we could do as a
Can you not
photographer.
see the smile? I'm so happy right now.
Exactly. And
So
you know,
happy.
this is the best part of our segment is where you can meet lots of emotions and then you can know lots of people what they think about you. With that note, Mona, we'll take a short break now with our segment number 2. We'll be moving to our rapid fire, which is one of the fire segment of our show. And let's see how Mona plays the rapid fire. Stay tuned
Okay,
with
let's
us.
see.
We'll conversation with Mona, Untitled Personality. We'll be back after a short break only on Chat with Khuwaish, U.A.E, sponsored by Nurdestinyofhope. Welcome back after a short break. We are in conversation with Mona, who is been inspiring us since the segment 1. Now let's see how she plays the rapid fire. Are you excited, Mona, for the segment number 3?
Yes, let's see what happens if I'm
Okay,
gonna
so the
survive.
first question here is goes that who is your one of the favorite photographer?
I would say Anita Sadowska. She's one of my favorite photographers. I love her.
If you got an opportunity to gain one ability in yourself, what would be that ability?
Oh, gain the ability, maybe to be able to sing.
What annoys you most?
You want to know the truth?
Yes.
You want to know the truth? As my daughter said, I love cooking. I love cooking. I love entertaining. I love it. Yeah. And I'm always having people around for dinner and stuff. And what annoys me the most is when you've made the food, everything is piping hot and it's the everything's there, the food, the rice, the bread, the salad and dressing, and the people are not coming to sit on the table on time.
Okay. What is the one thing that you carry most in your bag?
This thing.
The phone. Okay. Which is the teacher you miss so much as of now?
The teacher.
Yeah.
There's a couple, I'd say. I had one teacher called Miss Haig, like my geography teachers. I miss her. My English teacher was amazing. My in secondary school, yeah, I miss my secondary school teachers. I have.
What makes you so much afraid of? Like what you're so much afraid of as a person?
Needles. I hate needles. I have a phobia of needles, dentists. These things I can't. I'm squeamish.
Describe Mona in 3 words.
Creative.
Okay.
Kind. And fun.
Wow. Where is the worst place you got stuck?
The worst place I got stuck, actually. I've been stuck in a few places, but the worst place I got stuck was in a lift shaft. Oh. It was between the 10th and the 11th floor. I was in the lift with my cousin, and the lift was so tiny. It was like 1 meter by 1 meter lift. It was tiny. And we were going up, and the electricity went out. And I was stuck between the 10th and the 11th floor, and I was freaking out. And then we were stuck there for half an hour, and guess who came to rescue us? A pizza delivery guy. Like he came up the stairs and we were knocking, and then he came and opened the doors and we had to climb out of the lift. Like the pizza delivery guy was our hero. So that was like the worst place that I've ever got stuck. And even till today, lifts scare the hell out of me. Traumatized for life.
When you get a chance to go for a travel, where would you like to travel?
First place on my list is 100%. I want to go to Bali. It's been on my list for 3 years now. I love, and that's because of Anita Sadowska, the photographer, my favorite. She's lived out there for a little while, doing all these photo shoots, and the whole vibe, the temperature, the colors. For me, it's the colors. It's just so intriguing. So Indonesia, first thing on the list, Bali.
Okay. If you get a chance to bring out some changes in the young generation, what changes would you like to bring?
Is to stop being selfish, I think, and to stop being rude. I feel like a lot of the youngsters, they're very they're selfish and they're very rude. That's one thing I come across. And
When
like
was the
we
last
had
time you cried?
cracked,
Cried.
cracked as in cried. I cry every day, bro. I cry every day. I cry for
Okay, what
everything.
would be your advice for healthy relationship?
Communication.
Very good.
Communication. Yeah.
What was the last time that somebody surprised you and you were so amazed with that surprise?
This, what you did for me right now on the phone.
Oh,
That was the
so
last
thank
time.
you.
That
Okay,
was
as
amazing.
being Mona, what is your hidden talent?
I'm a great cook, actually. That's one talent. I'm very, I don't know if there's any other talents. That's it really. I'm good at cooking. I'm creative. You know.
With that note, Mona, it was amazing to have in the rapid fire and it was quite impressive. With that note, we are moving to our last segment of the show. I really don't want to end this episode, but what to do? It's the main concept behind our show is what is your Khuwaish? What is your wish which you want to fulfill as soon as possible?
Well, ultimately, my goal is, ultimately is happiness. It doesn't matter. I've seen people, I work in my job because I'm a luxury photographer. Yeah, that's what my brand is. I've seen the most amount of money, the biggest cars, the yachts, the boats, the private jets. I've seen everything. But what means the most is your happiness. I see so many unhappy souls, and I just feel like my Khuwaish is that I want everyone, me, my kids, my family, to ultimately be happy in their lives and live a very fulfilled life and a life full of all their dreams and desires. And I don't want anyone ever feeling regret for anything, ever. Because I still remember one time my auntie said this to me, that, when you're old, you never ever will regret the things you did. You'll always regret the things you didn't do. If you did it and it was bad, it was a lesson, But if you didn't do it, you're going to regret it. This didn't happen. I didn't go here. I didn't eat this. I didn't see that person. I don't ever want that. So that's my Khuwaish, is for ultimately, I know it sounds cheesy and corny. I want everyone peace and love, everyone to be happy. I'm not saying it in that way. Genuinely, that's the ultimate goal for me, is happiness. I want everyone to genuinely, from their heart and soul, be fulfilled and happy, content.
Ameen. Inshallah, I hope your files get fulfilled soon, and I hope also you have
Inshallah.
positivity. Last but not the
Inshallah.
least, we are ending our show today, the episode. Anything you want to say to us, our viewers who is getting connected with you with this episode? Anything you want to say to them?
I just want to say thank you so much for giving me this platform, this opportunity to speak. And it's been really lovely having you here. As a photographer that left UK and then came to Dubai with nothing, I literally had to start from scratch again. And I'm finally feeling like I have a voice here now. And just recently I couldn't believe it, but I've been awarded Photographer of the Year here by the Orion Awards. So thank you. So I was like, finally, I'm like, I must be doing something right. And it's, by you guys contacting me and giving me this platform as well. And it's just making me feel good. It makes me feel like, okay, I'm doing something right. Yes, I'm doing something right, and inshallah, I hope that, I can stay focused and keep going and, and inspire people around me. And thank you so much for listening to me.
It's our honor to have you, to be honest. And really,
Thank
because you are
you.
a star, you are an amazing person. That is the truth,
Thank
which
you.
nobody can change it. And I hope Allah Almighty blessings will be there always, always with
Amen.
you and
Amen.
with
Thank
your
you.
circle. And hope to see you in touch with our next season also with new concept.
Why not?
Till
Why
then,
not?
it's me signing out. Thank you so much. Till
Why not?
then, it's me signing out. Thank you so much, Mona. It's been a blessing.
You're more than welcome. It's been a pleasure's mine.
As I mentioned, this episode will be amazing, and really, it was an amazing episode. I was so honored to interview her, to chat with her. Mona would say one thing: you are a star, and soon, 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 you will be a blockbuster mega star. That's what we all chat with Khuwaish team prays for you. We hope and we pray your Khuwaish, that is to spread positivity and happiness, gets fulfilled soon, inshallah, and ends all the negativity. This is what I always say: every person has a story to tell because every person is unique, every person is special, and you are God gifted. Never ever think the judgment of the other people. Never ever think what the people come onto you. Stop the negativity, as what Mona said. Block, block, block. Everywhere you should block. This is what I have learned, and I'm so so blessed to have on my show. And only on Chat with Khuwaish this can be fulfilled because this is a platform where we are interacting all the people all around the globe, those who has amazing things to say. If you have a story to tell, drop us all the details. We'll get back to you. With that note, as I always say in all the episode, you know what? Please do wear mask, maintain social distancing, stop gathering because the cases are increasing, and sanitize whenever required. This is the right time when we can protect each other. Please, for God's sake, always keep prayers and duas and pray to Allah Almighty that this pandemic to end as soon as possible and we will live much more, much more, much more. Till then, it's me signing out, your host, the most, Muhammad from Chat with Khuwaish, your wish, sponsored by Nur, the Destiny of Hope. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.